Debrief time!
Yay!
I need a third screen so I can have like the Discord so I can see you all live action, but then also see when stuff changes on the actual social media, or know where to point my finger when I'm pointing at Brendan and all that stuff. So yeah, because I'm just like pointing into oblivion when I'm pointing this way.
Yeah.
So on all of this too, I'm super excited for combat, and this is where I had such a hard time in the conversation, Kel, when we were talking about between Morocco versus Gibraltar, because I'm like, I have spent all of my crypt on things to buff you and Amon to the fucking moon. So like I can increase your movement speed, your action economy, your attributes. Like I just went kind of hog on that front. Well, other things too, but I have a couple more offensive choices on the list. But I'm like, when I said I was imagining Amon surfing you through and just slaughtering an entire building, I'm not kidding. That's the image I've had for 3 days.
Yeah. Honestly, I felt like it would have been really fun.
Yeah. To get down and dirty with the rough and tumble that is our melee characters, or our combat characters. Because me and Cash sure as shit aren't going to be doing that kind of stuff. Not the same way.
That is true. That is true.
Correct.
You are correct, sir. Yeah, we've never had the chance to spring a trap before.
I know.
But we've killed so many people. I was like, I really want to try. Really want to try what happens when we put our heads together.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, our heads don't mesh.
I feel like we got some good stuff going on here.
There's a lot of clashing.
You know, yeah, it is. It's coming from friction, though.
There's friction. It's friction. There's a lot of friction. It's but
putting
you know,
a lot of good.
it's honestly tearing me apart.
Tearing me apart.
Yeah.
A lot of great creative contact usage. It's very, very fun. It's giving me a lot of like, oh, this is gonna be very, very interesting with how these contacts are coming. Not just Cash, like calling in the doctor to try and lobotomize the EMSs and yeah.
I'm excited. I'm frankly really excited to see Newport Foop run for office. I am
coming.
I am excited to see. At this point, I feel like Cash and I should just share a character sheet. Like I am him introducing him to contact. I'm like, here's what. Get to know this guy. Here's money for your thing.
I built him to not really have chemistry because everyone is supposed to hate him, but the way your character is built is to love everyone.
Everyone.
You can't beat it.
Like you are like a good Christian man, so to speak, like the way it's supposed to be. So you're like, I see you for all of your flaws, Cash, and I accept them. Let me help you. And Cash is like, I can use this.
Well, that's the dichotomy I love with Usi too. She's got that focus on being good, but then I gotta take a decapitated head with me. It's cool. I trust they're good folks.
Like I've turned over a new leaf. I need a head.
Looking at the best in these Thignati sisters that want to kill us.
The one non-negotiable for me is a head. That is the thing we will need.
Listen, I have built to a point where I haven't asked for anything. So of course the one time I ask for something, it's not even for me, it's for Cauldron.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm just excited for Usi to get her party on.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
She might be in trouble with
that Cloud
Mara
9
over here.
Yeah, you might lose a contact if you don't do drugs.
She's got a Russian roulette that Cloud 9.
After the mission, we gotta find like just the prettiest club possible, crash it, and just get a bunch of selfies and shit with Usi, just like bottles of Dom and crap.
I mean,
I think way better.
That.
There you go.
This is the appropriate time to dose both of the Thignati sisters. I think that is.
Yes.
We've
Smash
got
him on Cloud 9.
Oh my
we've
God,
got
yeah.
two, one for each. I think we just and see. Oh.
Well, put
You
the
are very
potency
easy
4
to
in the
kill.
mutant one. I can do more to the cybernetic one.
Yeah.
So
This
Cash
is.
actually purchased Conk specifically for that idea
Yeah.
He used it on the young lady that was losing her mind in the thing, and that's where I was like, he's gonna be inspired by that. I was like, he's gonna keep a little bit of that on hand. Like,
yeah, no, I think utilizing those things, like drugs in that capacity, I think is a really interesting thing to do. I know that like long ago there was a character that was made that had like an injection tipped spear.
That was Tony's
That was
character,
like
Sprawldog.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I didn't
out
get
a
it.
10-foot reach, and
I have injection rounds, which is why I needed to
yep.
buy the drugs.
That's
I
smart.
will be shooting my drugs.
That's actually really good with you because you have the pierce already built into the revolver gun, so it's always gonna apply.
That's what I looked at this week. I was like, I cannot focus on damage. I was like, I need different drugs. I was like, namely, conk, and I need to hit these fucking people with it. And that could be it.
I think that'll be very, very interesting because it is using things that way. I don't know. I'm sold on that type of gameplay. Like I think that is a very cool thing to be able to do.
Well, that's
a game like this.
That's especially you go down the sprawl dock and you go into
Chem Chef.
What's that? Chem Chef.
Yeah.
And you can start to actually remove the beneficial effects of drugs, so that you only have drugs that are nothing but hangover effects.
Yeah, and you just
so you're just like
somebody
dousing people with just penalties. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually the
didn't wanna
next
go to
section
Brawl
that
Dock
we're gonna
again.
that I'm gonna knock on, just like with Net Diver, because we're not 100% sure how it's gonna pan out. You know.
Well, I'll play one
Right.
if Cat dies.
Paul's been great at numbers though, so he's caught me on most of my breaking attempts. So.
Yeah, I don't want Cash to die. I want Cash to retire. I want Cash to go on a vacation. Cash
Cat
needs one.
doesn't want Cash to die. He's not.
Cash has been working very hard. Cash needs a vacation.
In fact, there's probably nothing more that Cash wants than to not die. I think like that ultimately, when you boil down Cash, is like me. I'm
mean,
the important. Like this can't end, right?
I was
Just Uzi threatening his life. He's like, I can never work with these guys again now. He has He's like, I could die.
This is gonna be the thing. I was definitely a little worried last session where I'm like, if things go sideways, there is no way that he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll help you out. I'm like, I'm gonna get left behind if something is wrong.
When I got in the van, I was like, this is either the moment where Cash will fucking drive away or where he will pick everybody up and drive away. And it didn't look fucked enough for him to just drive away. I think he could have, but you were working your way on the roof.
Yes.
Uzi was hopping in, like it was already happening. But when I got in the van, and I even thought to myself, I wonder if they think Cash is gonna drive away.
Yeah.
I was consciously
I have
worried.
no opinion.
No, the fact that you were like, oh, I'll get the van. I'm like,
Yeah, no.
Maybe not.
I was like, oh, look at that. Him and Allison are leaving. It's fine.
Well, Allison wasn't there. That's why he went for the van. He was like, okay, we haven't thought of extraction at all on this ambush. He was like, I need to get that van.
yeah,
But-
I was definitely a little nervous.
And this time he got a hovercraft. He was like, perfect. Room for one driver and one passenger. It's like, me and Allison are fucking
just
riding off into the sun.
Eliminated all extra options of maybe saving the team. Just like, fuck you guys.
Can I just hold on? No, not that kind of vehicle. Doesn't work that way.
Sorry, only two
Yep.
seats.
Ooh, the weight distribution
Oh,
would really throw it off. So
It's
no.
a hovercraft, and if there's too much, it doesn't hover. It's a sinking craft. It doesn't work that way. So, no, I was actually very excited, even in spite of all of the conflict, to start to see everybody's contacts firing on all cylinders. Especially you guys,
Yes.
Lucy and Kairos sitting on
Seriously.
a veritable
Money
gold
bags.
mine.
Money bags.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And now
Cash
I have
would
none.
do so much with that.
I still have 10. We still have a little more to work
Good
with.
God.
Yeah, I still have 15.
He has
Um,
none.
Yeah, no, that was so good.
All super helpful stuff too. I feel like it's great.
Yes.
Mara is actually
I know.
astoundingly helpful for what she is.
Yeah.
Like we're getting these like key players like drip fed through her gossip line, essentially.
Well, because that's the thing. It's like she is the most helpful girl ever, because her whole thing is like the tabloid journalism, but it means she keeps tabs on political figures, celebrities, key figures within corporations. Like,
if you guys had decided to pull the trigger on Morocco, I was going to have her reach back out about like a pop star who's in Morocco, leading you guys towards like a party at like the palace.
That was so that
Okay.
I really
Can I change
wish
my vote? Let's go to Morocco now.
I really wish I really wish Amon and I had more of a like fight, and like he had relented, because I really wanted to plan a party at their house and have that be how we either drug everyone and make them drink the Kool-Aid, or like just all out sneak attack while everyone is at a party.
Yeah.
All I'll say is both routes are very fun.
Yeah.
And getting funner by the minute based on the decisions you guys are making. Like, not in like in a good or bad way, just in a very, I mean, like the contacts that you're pulling in and like the different ways, it's like ways that of course I didn't think about sort of these things going, it just kind of happens. But yeah, I was very curious to see. I thought for sure you guys were gonna go Relic Station, simply because it felt a little bit safer, more in control, right? But it was time.
Yeah.
But
It lends to
so
our
far,
stealth
time
ratio.
has not been the thing that has stopped you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So,
that does appear to be our one. Yeah, we will
but it
complain
sounded
about
there
it.
for a
but we
moment
love
like you
it.
guys were gonna go Morocco. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta start getting some thoughts around Morocco a little bit more here, because they might actually do that.
I
Dash
really
was definitely
wanted
into a party.
Morocco.
I would-
again, yeah.
That was my whole idea, and
I
I
was
feel like
so worried about Morocco.
Yeah.
maybe Usi should have given the idea to Amon, because then ultimately I feel like Kairos and Cash would all be on Usi's side, and then Amon would be like, well, fuck, I guess we're doing this.
Oh,
I would encourage you also, Kel, like if the idea is around a party, just try and communicate that well, or like try and communicate that a bit more too, so that people can have a better sense as to like what would the approach be. Because I think like a lot of the conversation happens around like why we feel this way or not.
Yeah.
But I think if you start to actually lay out a plan, and
Implement,
this goes for everybody, right? Like, well, here's what I was thinking. What if we did this? You're here, I'm here, and you start like talking through like that. That's gonna, in general, I think, help convince people of plans a bit more.
And I mean I'm still learning. This is still brand new.
Oh,
and I
for
feel
sure.
like
We're all getting better.
I feel like I've definitely come into Usi a lot more than what I was even a session or two
100%.
ago.
Oh my god, the
So
difference.
we've all noticed it.
We
It
have
is-
all
it is
risen
very cool to see.
dramatically. If you look at our original streams, we're like toddlers trying not to like lick a light socket. It's dramatic.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like it came after kind of God gave us the final threat of like, you need to have combat and stop being so careful. And then Zircon killed himself, and I feel like that was kind of the floodgate of shit. Okay, Zircon's killed himself. Let's see. Balls to the wall. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So.
When Kairos was making the decision on the site, it was purely based on our team composition and the opposition, right? It actually had nothing to do with anybody's opinions of any kind. Because he's like, all right, we don't have a bruiser. We've got finesse. We've got speed. We've got, psychic power and a terrifyingly melee
But that sort of tanky role is one that's not.
That's it. It's missing, and that is exactly the reason why I was like, Morocco terrifies me.
That is literally the only reason
no
I
one
was
in
scared of it.
between.
And ultimately, that's why I thought Morocco would be so fun, and I feel like that's the next
party though.
Yeah, that's my next.
Mode.
I have never been someone that does the plans. I just always go along with them. So now that Usi's like, I do have a plan, I'm like, well, maybe I don't. So it's like definitely taking that into the future, but like Morocco would have been so fun because the whole idea was, okay, I still have crypt. I bet they have crypt. Let's just drug everyone at a party.
Just
and
spike the punch bowl.
Exactly.
I've turned
Spike
over
the
a new
punch
leaf.
bowl,
We're gonna drug all
and
the people.
then
Yeah.
we're stealth enough that like if we can figure, the biggest thing is like my whole point was, how do I figure out how to have a party here? And then Cash was like, they have money, they have power, they love throwing parties, that's how they show it. I was like, okay, maybe we could do this. But I was like, we can drug people and then coup de grace everyone, and then we have these 2 drugged Eidolon sisters, potentially, boom, bang, done.
And I do want to say, and to Connor's point, like with the Morocco mission, and this was always from the start, right? You're deep in enemy territory, right?
Yes.
So like things go wrong, they go wrong in a big way.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you can't go running to the police, you can't go running, like they're in the pocket of the Golden Seal. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and one of the other decisions is I'm looking at that place. I'm like, I don't even want to consider the type of subspace security that exists in that realm. It would
have been fun for you. Really let you stretch your legs.
Fun, yes, but also like
no TJ, no police, just on-site security is what you got to worry about.
Well, especially because I did read that the Morocco, you have a trace value of 30 and only syndicate response. I was like,
yeah, I put responses there. If you guys look
Yes,
at the thing, I don't know if you saw that, Josh.
Cool.
Yep.
It actually tells you at what thresholds and who is going to be responding at that threshold.
I like
so
that a
only
lot.
syndicate response.
But the other part too is I still don't know what Tartarus is capable of. You haven't revealed that to me. I don't know what his combat abilities are, which we'll
Probably
find
not
out
bad.
at some point.
Probably not bad.
I would assume not bad. He seems to be kind of an AI god around everything.
how did he? I wasn't part of the conversation because I had to go because medicine. How did he decide on the name Tartarus?
I didn't ask.
No one
gave him
was
the
around
option.
for that except for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I gave
It
him
was a
the
mission I
option
did
to
with
choose.
Josh yesterday just to square off some conversations with Queen Octavia, which led them back into plunge space. And that's actually why I pinged you and Connor.
Yeah, I
was
figured
like,
when I was reading that, but that was great. It was cool to not know and come in and be like, oh shit, things went down.
I was so like, I heard Tartarus, I was like, oh, does this name mean something? Because to me, being the nerdy, like, I love Greek mythology nerd, I was like, I immediately, like you said Tartarus, and I was like, so he's referring to himself as the lowest region of freaking hell.
Well, it's also it's also the housing
what goes
for the
to Tartarus?
The Titans.
The Titans, yeah.
So, Kel, you're going to learn this about me. I do very few things unintentionally.
Oh, I know. That's why
I don't drop names unintentionally. I don't. Yes.
Always look for things
I am a weaver.
unseen with Paul.
I weave a web.
yeah. It is just like the deepest, like, I heard that and I was like, so I am terrified because I'm like, Uzi knows none of this, but I'm like, Kairos is getting in bed with something that could be the worst of the worst or the best, but it is still responding to him. But also, like, Tartarus is deep chasm where the worst of the worst is. Like,
Connor, now I know you need to go.
Yes, I do. Yes.
But I had this fun moment with Connor at the boba shop. We were looking at Instagram posts, and anyways, one of my Instagram posts is very illuminating.
okay.
It really, I mean, I was blown away. That was such a cool that reveal was amazing. That was so smart. That was so it is this thing that I really do just keep coming back to playing these games, and I'm like, holy crap, everything you put together is just so well woven, and it's really, really cool. So yeah.
What was the illuminating Instagram post?
All right. I'll share it with you. It with you guys.
I will be going.
Yeah.
Have an excellent night. I will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.
It's the post. It's the post where I posted with Benjamin Dule, Haldo, Monsulu,
Oh, yeah.
and the third person.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the
Sorry,
post
fixing the
here.
cameras here.
Did we end the group?
No, stream's still going. I'm just fixing the cameras.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
We'll close it whenever we're feeling like it here. This is gonna be a short campfire. Normally, I think we're up to another hour or so, just chewing the fat. But no, I love this group, and you guys, the growth that we have produced since starting this, and the choices we like. This is truly, you guys should be proud because we're producing something on the same level as some of the best streamers and best TTRPGs out there. I'm fully confident of that just from seeing what we're doing. We just need to get people to see it, like start watching, and it'll just grow.
So, you guys have that post pulled up?
Yeah, Finn, Gulsum,
wonder
and
that
the Super AI, because then you also posted about the fact that the plot thickens around the emergence of a rogue Super AI.
It's all in the image.
Okay.
You don't even need to read about it. It's all in the image.
Let me see if I can get
I
it on
don't know
screen
if I've
for
seen it yet.
the players here.
No. And when Connor saw it, he lost his mind. He's like, it was very rewarding as a GM. So for anybody watching or who does watch, I actually have a great deal of fun in making my Instagram posts and post lots of hints buried and just sprinkled in for both my players and for watchers. So depending on how closely you follow things or like to hunt and treasure hunt, I do quite a bit of it in my posts.
I'm not quite sure if I'm looking at the right one. Is it the one with the fragments of the 3 points, like triangle on it? Like 1, 2, 3? Okay. That is that one. I will keep it.
Okay, where's my VTT screen? There it is.
Is it the
And maybe it won't be surprising to you guys, but I don't know. It definitely was surprising to Connor.
Is it the two sisters that glitch into the?
Nope. It's the one with the 3 faces of Benjamin Dule, Aldo Monsulu in the middle, and then Fen Galsum.
Oh, okay.
Should be
Benjamin
on
Dulay's
screen
face
now.
is fucking.
What?
I said Benjamin Dulay's face is like.
Yeah, I mean, right. It's a little alarming.
Like Jack. Yeah, it's not. He doesn't just look like the other two, like in a mugshot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, so I am definitely looking at the right one.
Okay, I am too now. The 3 faces.
Well, I definitely saw the 3 points logo, the 3 of them. That was there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is that
Okay.
if that's not it? Then
And that was for Connor like an aha moment
Oh, the
I
3.
love
of 3 points,
yeah,
and there's the 3 of them.
yeah, they are the people behind it for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it.
I love
But it was just like Connor had not put that together, and he was like,
Oh.
"Wait." He's like, "Oh my gosh."
that.
Because
Well,
I mean, you
having
know
the logo
Haldo, you
Yeah.
know Haldo Monsulu, right? And then you've got like these touch points, but then when you actually
I
start
feel like
thinking
we
3 points, and they're the 3 points
Yeah.
I feel like
of
we
whatever this is.
we hit that, or at least I hit that when we figured out Finn in the last session, because I was like, Finn is in an elite club with these 2 other boys. Of course they're 3 points. Like they have, or at least they're working together on something. Like the 3 of
Ooh,
them
Josh
together.
is seeing another post. He's seeing something in a post. He's looking close. Which one are
No,
you
I'm
looking at?
editing our videos so they're titled correctly.
Oh, never mind. All right.
Oh.
What are the 3 points? stand
Sorry, I'm
for?
managing
Body,
all of
mind,
our
and soul?
stuff right now. So.
No, what?
I said, what are the 3 points though? What does it stand for, right? Like body, mind, and soul, right? What is it?
Hmm.
Who knows? What did each of them study in school? That's what I would.
Well, I mean, that's a whole other rabbit hole that we're going to continue to explore
Yep.
with like Zircon and stuff. Like, I want to try and find a copy of the book if it's even if we can even dig it up somewhere randomly. If there's something, maybe they have the only one. That's our assumption right now, but we don't know.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot there, and then shit, the plunging star.
Oh, I did like the most recent post, by the way. It was the new live stream. It's got Kairos and Octavia with the heart in the background. I really liked that, especially I know I can see what's hidden in that.
With the heart and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. What's hidden in the heart? Yeah.
I have it up
A little
on
bit of
screen for the
foreboding.
viewers,
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's gonna be good stuff. I'm excited. Yeah.
No, it was good with that one. I got like the temporary Canva editing, so it allowed me to edit just at a higher level and like tint the stuff, so it kind of blends together a bit better.
No, it's great. I'm glad that's. And again, thank you for doing so much of the social media now. It's given me so much more time to work on the book stuff. So.
Get the book out and keep moving.
Yeah, because.
But
yeah, I think I'll have a template for all the net diving stuff tomorrow.
Hell, how much money does Uzi have?
She's usually pretty flush.
You really want to answer this?
I mean, she's at 1725 crypt right now.
And you only offered cash 200 to 500 crypt?
Yeah.
No.
What?
1725. So it's 1,700.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I heard.
Yeah,
Okay,
1,000.
yeah, sorry. I also saw 17,000. Never mind.
No,
That's
no,
totally
like a rigged out god right now.
Yeah.
20,000.
Oh, no.
What are you doing with that much money?
I
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. No,
yeah,
that's
She is real dodgy.
spent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I spent money on getting another point in dodge. So basically, I'm rolling.
And dodge or dexterity.
Dodge.
Okay.
My
She
dexterity
didn't
is
have
already
enough for
4.
Dex.
Okay.
Yeah, my dexterity is 4 right now. But so in essence, every single time I'm in combat, I have a 4d6 plus 6.
Well,
So
keep in mind, depending on how it plays out, that might be a 5 dice roll.
yeah,
I brought Amplify with, so.
yeah. So again, that's just adding to the fact that almost untouchable.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Not gonna take a spear in the chest again. Fuck that noise.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Cash just has a bunch of stuff in Allison's trunk. It's like rounds, grenades. That's what I spent stuff on. That's it.
No, it's great because I have to
I
figure
had
out.
not enough money.
I have to figure out how I want to set up my defensive traps and where my ass is gonna go unconscious during this mission. So I'm not quite sure what that's gonna be yet or where that's gonna be.
Basement.
Well, I can tell you this: if you put yourself in enough of an advantageous spot, Cash does have Durafoam grenades again that we can use to build you like a.
Well, I'd figure I'd set up a trigger or something, so if somebody comes downstairs through my initial thought is I'm hiding down in the basement in like the isolated room that only has one way in, and I put some sort of trap or claymore there to block it off if somebody decides to chase after me. That being said, I also came hot with some virus bloat. Pretty, and I put a bunch of crypt into it, so we'll see how that plays out. Made that pretty spicy, so I'm hoping I can help mitigate some of these sisters in a few ways, better than I did with Mr. Vanguard. So maybe
Valiant.
I'm a Valiant. Maybe I won't actually forget fucking Cyber Eyes this time.
Well, I bet you won't.
Oh
Ever again.
no, not gonna ever. Gonna review the list of cybernetics every time.
Yes.
Now.
Well,
What's your job
guess
as a
you
net
brought-
diver? What
That's true.
cybernetics they got? What ones?
Guess who
I
brought
need- I
healing
do-
stuff? This guy.
I do need a refresher on contacts though, because I rarely use them.
It's been a
I've
minute,
just
yeah.
been. Yeah, I just sync everything into Mara. So I think I updated my contacts to reflect what they should be. I'm trying to understand the whole recruitment cost and then how many dice I'm supposed to be rolling every time, because I don't remember. And I was trying to look. Go ahead.
Yeah, the dice you roll equals how much influence you spend on your contact.
Okay.
But if they are leveled up, they might roll some additional dice or get additional bonuses depending on their level.
Okay. Because I was
So
trying to
that's
read
what
through it and
determines
refresh.
dice.
I was just like, it was too much.
Then what you do is for leveling up your contact, and maybe I can dumb down how contacts level up or not. Might be worth a review at some point. But generally speaking, the higher cost, the cost that you hired them for, the recruitment cost, sets the baseline of what you need for experience to get them up a level. So it's always the level you're moving to times the recruitment cost.
Okay.
They were 3 to recruit and you're getting them from level 1 to level 2, you need to get 6 experience on them or spend, which is 6 influence spent on them. Then they jump
Gotcha.
up to level 2. Then it goes
Okay.
up to 9, then it goes up to 12, 15, on and on and on.
So for
Until they max
Mara,
out.
because I was leveling her up to 3, it would be, and her recruitment cost is 3, it would be 3 times 3.
If you're trying to go from 3 to 4, you would need 12.
No, she was level 2.
Oh yeah, you would need 9.
So you needed 9. You needed 9 influence to level her up. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
And then
Okay.
once they level up, my suggestion is get rid of their experience, reduce it to 0 unless you went over that 9. So if you spent, say they were at 0,
Yeah.
and you spent 11 on them,
Okay.
so then they would level up to 3, and you would still put 2 experience towards that next level.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's
what Alright.
I do.
And then for that, when I was reading, it's like the levels you're able to use however many dice until it turns into each time. And so for her, because she's level 3, she gets an extra dice or 2 extra dice.
An extra dice and then plus 2 to the result.
Oh, okay, that's what it. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
And then when she hits level 4, I think it's 2 dice or something.
Yeah.
Cal,
Yeah.
Brandon,
Okay.
fly up to Minnesota for next Sunday.
Oh yeah, that's
We'll all rent
Okay.
a room in Game Center.
yeah.
When
For
is
next
it?
Sunday.
When are we flying up? For next weekend?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
My mom's birthday is on Thursday. I think she'll understand.
Sounds like we're going to Minnesota for your birthday,
Do
Mom.
it, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, I should probably get going.
Yeah, we'll call the
this
debrief
was
here.
fun.